Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to Commander Galpohkpa Chesson. Today is the 26th day in the third month of this new year, 2021. This is the end of the week. Where do we stand in Liberia? Where do we stand with events that have occurred since the beginning of this week? Let's look into my topics and see what we have stored for my peoples today. 1. Events in Liberia today. 2. Unification, integration, and solidification of Liberians' efforts in the Diaspora. 3. Support Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson. Let's start my first lesson. Events in Liberia today. My people, we woke up this morning to news that Mo Ali is still in jail. We woke up to the news that the Attorney General or Minister of Justice of the Republic of Liberia issued a mandate that the police should release Mo Ali effective immediately. That they should send all charges that they have against him to the minister for review. When this order went out, people were rejoicing. Then what happened? They got slapped in the face by Matanya McGill, George Weah, and Cephas, the Solicitor General. As I heard it from Costa, Cephas made a call to McGill and said, Mama, you hear what happened here? They're going to release more Alio. This thing is a slap in the face to our government. So they called George Weah and all of them got together and said, nope, withdraw that order from the Justice Minister. Keep Mo Ali in jail until further order. So all that rejoicing, y'all were rejoicing. All that rejoicing I heard when Cephas walked in the room, Benana, Yuri, Old Man Borka, and Ellie Cummings were there sitting down, and Cephas got scared and ran out. But that was to no avail. They didn't release Cephas that day. They kept Cephas incarcerated. Correction, not Cephas, sorry. They kept Ali incarcerated. Now we woke up to the news this morning that the president himself has intervened and stopped everything. So where are we standing today with the COP, with the CPP, with all these strong men that showed up to free Mo Ali? Where do we stand with them to this morning? Our country is in a state of confusion. Our country is in a state of anger. We have no solution to our problems. So where do we stand? Then we wake up to the other news that is of even more threat to the Liberian society. That these were our soldiers and their payment for serving the United Nations peacekeeping force. Liberia is on the brink of another civil disturbance by the military. Where do we stand on this? The military has returned home. These guys are returning home from their peacekeeping mission. And the thousands and thousands of dollars that's supposed to be reserved for them to come home and live on and change their lives with. All of that money gone. How could these people money just disappear? Now this is supposed to be a memorandum of understanding between the United Nations and the Liberian government. That these people are supposed to receive every month a salary of $1,428, $1,428 from the United Nations as their monthly pay through the Liberian government. That is sent to the Liberian government each month to be in safekeeping for these people. And let me tell you something, man. When people go on peacekeeping mission in foreign country, how can you take taxes from their money? That mission is supposed to guarantee them tax-free encumbrance. So when they come home, they're not supposed to be charged any taxes on that money. Yeah, our men volunteering to go into war zones for peacekeeping purposes and getting paid. Then they're coming home with taxing them on top of that for that money to get it. And it's not coming from the Liberian government. Why are we taxing these people money? It's not from the Liberian government. So we enriching the government unjustly on the people money. That money has nothing to do with taxation for Liberia. That's an international pay to our people, which is void of local taxation. So all the people are supposed to get $1,428. Their whole pay, each person supposed to come home and receive $24,276. All of those peacekeeping soldiers that are coming home now, they're not supposed to be charged taxes because that money is not coming from Liberian money coffers. It's coming from international service. And those people are putting their lives in danger for Liberia to represent us. So any money they receive from the international world cannot be taxed by the local government. They have committed no work in Liberia for the government to tax us. Why would we tax these people? They're enriching the government, unjustly enriching the government of Liberia with these people money. They're making us proud. They're putting their lives on the line while we're taking pension out of their money. So each one of them supposed to receive a monthly pay of $1,400, $1,428, $1,428. Each one of them, upon returning home, supposed to receive a lump sum salary of $24,276. Then the government of Liberia, these cheap, useless people in Liberia, these rogues, say they're taxing the people for their services overseas. Whatever amount they're taking from them, every one of them receiving 16,000. So you'll do the math. When they do the taxation and everything, every one of them will get a net salary of 900 plus, taken from their money. Then they will end up with 16,000. You'll do the math, okay? They will end up with $16,966. So from $24,000, 276. Their net salary now is $16,966. So you'll do the subtraction. The difference between 966 and 24, what is that? 8,000? I'm not a mathematician. You'll do the math. You're quick thinking people. So this is what our people, soldiers, are being duped out of. Now they come home to get their money, no money. They can't even get the $16,000. The bank is refusing to loan them that money in advance because the government has no money in the bank. The Liberian government is bankrupt on all of its bank notes. And the soldiers are now threatening to take the city hostage. Can you imagine that? The soldiers are threatening to take the city hostage. Now we've got two problems in Liberia. We got Brownie Samuel got problem with the soldiers wanting their retirement money. Now this is the added problem with the soldiers coming home from foreign mission and coming home and not being able to get their money. They reduced the money already by stealing the city taxes. The people say, okay, you're taking taxes, give us our $16,000. Oh, you'll go to the bank. No money in the bank. The bank say they got the money to loan them, but they're not loaning them because the government of Liberia does not pay its bill. So what kind of economic problem are we in our country? And it appears from all indication, we may not be able to avoid a civil crisis in Liberia sooner or later. You can't pay the civilians. Now you can't pay the military. You can't pay the foreigners, the foreign service people coming home, whose money have been donated by a foreign entity. Their money is supposed to be in safekeeping for Liberia. They come home no money. You see how they're misallocating all the money that reserved for our people? All the money that are not supposed to be touched by our government, they all dissipated. Now we got a country with people who are just living by the grace of God. They do money, the government can't pay their money. The government is too incompetent, too useless, too grown up, too stealing, too petty rogues. How long will we keep going through this thing, man? How long? We accuse every leader of stealing. We're trying to kill every leader every day now. And we can't get out of the same mess we're in. Why? Because we recycle the same damn leaders. We curse the people for stealing. We disgrace them, then we take them and put them in power again. And the Liberian people shut up and just follow because they're native people. And they don't care. You see what the native thing came out, children? Our country is dying. The political leaders in Liberia today are so weak. I told you all these guys were weak buffoons. What can these guys do for Liberia? They can't do nothing. Now they suspended. Yeke is on a threat of suspension for 4 months' pay. Now they threaten you can't pay, you can't get paid. He can't do nothing in his district. The district not getting anything from the government. And here the money he got now, the criminals threaten him to take his money from him because he insulting we are. He's not in power with them. So here we go again. They're cracking down on everything. We're going back into dictatorship. We're not going back. We are in a dictatorship. Y'all see our country dying. Everybody's shutting up. You're waiting for war. You're waiting for civil unrest. You're waiting for people to die in the streets again. It's coming. It's coming. It can't be avoided. Food prices going up. Gas prices going up. Everything going up because the people have stolen everything we got in our country. And you're sitting down punishing other people because they're president. You will learn the hard way. My young children did my first lesson. Our country is dysfunctional. The opposition is weak. The opposition, they have no clean track records. None of them. And so we are showing them that he's the man. That they ain't got nobody in Liberia to stand up with them. All that knows about, we're doing that, we'll see it. We'll see it. Now you're shut up. You're in the corner. Let's see what kind of power the opposition has. So far, Fusa, Bumukla.
Hello, and welcome to the Pepperbird Magazine. Did you know that the Pepperbird Magazine has been in existence for over 25 years, and we're still going strong? I invite you to take an ad on our internet magazine, which is very, very useful during COVID days. So please, give us a call. We'll come and have a quick chat with you and video you and your business. Look at the number below.
Well, we are back. Unification, integration, and solidification of Liberians' efforts in the diaspora. I told Liberian time again, this has been my recurring message to my Liberian people in the diaspora. We can't help our people with the way we are existing today. We need to be more creative, innovative in our efforts to helping our people at home. And every time I hear our diaspora people talking about raising money for this, raising money for that, for things in Liberia to help people with this, it bothers me. It bothers me. And they themselves are not accomplishing their goals. I listened to Yesenia Martin Poye this morning, how she called meeting with foreigners with Liberians to sit down and discuss the thing. Only 6 people show up. Our people are afraid to intellectually debate with foreigners. They feel easy yelling at me and you because we are Liberians, but when it comes to dealing with real issues in our community, our people shy away from that because they are intimidated by white people, by people who are more advanced in their minds than them. So there are only a few people in the community that can really speak for Liberian people. And those few people keep playing to the same music and the same band and the same orchestra again and again. And in my word, that is insanity. Now they won't have another march in Washington, D.C. for what? How many marches have we had in Washington, D.C.? How many times have Liberian people gone to Washington, D.C. and our efforts have yielded no positive result? Our efforts have been futile. How many times? So we should come to the realization now that telling our people to go to D.C. is a waste of time. Yes, we understand some of your plights. We understand some of your struggles. We understand that some people can't afford to leave their jobs to go to D.C. They need every little penny. We know that many of Liberian people are strapped for cash and cannot afford to go to D.C. and all those places. And when they weigh the disadvantages and the advantages to go in D.C., the disadvantages are many. They come to D.C., they got to provide transportation or come with a bus. They got to seek lodging. Many people can't pay a bus, then pay a hotel bill. So it's got to find people to live with. All of that is inconveniencing. You know, we're not used to doing those kind of things. So if we used to itself, we used to go to people we know and are used to. Certain places, we don't know anybody in those places. So there are many challenges we have to meet for people to come to DC, for us to plan strategies for our people. Some of them got cash. They don't want to spend it. They got to weigh what they're spending it on, what they're spending it for. How does it benefit their interests? How does it promote their interests? All these things we got to take into consideration. So there's need to be a new planning for motivating Liberian people in America. There has to be a new ideal for gaining support from Liberians in America. And I've been talking this for time immemorial. EULA cannot meet that goal because EULA has turned into a tribal organization where everything in there is to fight between the Congo and Congo people or one tribe and another tribe. It can't work for us. It can't work for us. We have done this from time immemorial. Look at all our diaspora groups. They are no different from the people in Liberia. We have the same problems. All the education they got, they cannot get away from that Liberian mentality. Because as I told you, if Liberians have not mixed with mainstream Americans and participated in the things they do and led them, there will always be that inferiority complex. Because leading Liberian people is different from leading American people. And when you reach to that level of excellence in American society, that's striving for excellence. That's what we come here for, to strive for excellence. And excellence in this society, being able to communicate your views and ideas effectively, so that the greater community understands what you're talking, will take a step back to listen to you. Even if they dislike you, they will listen to you. They got to listen to you. Because you come in with points. You come in with unified objective and programs and resolutions and offerings. of activities and changes. You're not just coming there talking foolishness. You're not there coming talking that you need welfare and you need support. No, you're coming there talking about self-sufficiency, self-responsibilities, duties to communities. We have duties to our communities and to ourselves. And if we fail those things time and again, no community wants to help us. We become the losers. We become the errand boys instead of the leaders. And this is where our community is. We are losers. Everything has failed us. Our government, our churches, our societal leaders, our young podcast leaders, all of them fail us. Why? Because all of them won't pursue the same path with the hopes of changing our mentalities and our direction. And I keep telling you, it can't work. All of your young people, you'll come up with ideas for changes, then you'll fall right back into the old system. Of choosing the recycled people in our community. But we need to change. We seriously need to change. We need to grow up as a people. Look around us of the things that have failed us time and time again. Nothing has been successful for us. All of us want to be leaders. And all of us can't be leaders. And since all of us can't be leaders, and all of us want to be leaders, the few people that are sincere and dedicated to the struggle need to come together and put their efforts together. I've called Yosinde, I've called Grace, I've called all these people, all of them, they're running on their own tangent and not listening to the single voice in the wilderness telling you, come to your senses. Come to your senses. It's not about tribe. It's not about ethnicity. It's about change. And if you all can't change, see the change, you people are just as the people that are talking about tribes, that are talking about ethnicity, that are talking about useless things that can yield no good for the masses of our people. And will keep us down time and time again. And that's what brings me to my third lesson for today. Support Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson. I've been telling you from time immemorial that we need to put our trust in one person or a few people. My voice has fallen upon deaf ears time and time again. Even our young people, they think the path to changing Liberia is to electing those useless people in Liberia. I don't go that way. I don't care. But I don't believe in politics. I believe in actions and deeds and positive results. If I put my hand, somebody will not succeed, I leave it alone, take my hand out, and go back to being a poor boy. I don't have to follow nobody. I don't have to follow no dreams that I don't believe in. But many people have told me they believe in what I believe in. They believe in what I dream to happen in my country. It's not through government. Government is useless. It's not through clubs and all the things. Clubs are useless. It is through me, Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson. I want you to send me your money. I want you to have trust and confidence in their competence, ability, and trustworthiness of Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson. Send me your money. Let me change Liberia. Send me your money. Let me change the face of our country. Diaspora Liberians can change Liberia, but we need to speak with one voice. We need to have one leader. We need to have one cashier that will handle everything until we become more developed. That will grow the organization to the way I can't stand it alone by myself no more. Then I gotta appoint people to take over aspect of the business and run it. Then we gotta loosen up the wings of the diaspora organization. But until it takes that wing, Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson is calling on my Liberian people, not all Liberian people, my Liberian people who trust me and believe that I can change our country. Send me your money. I don't want no chicken change. $50 today, $50 tomorrow can't help me. You gotta make a commitment to send $50, $25 every month and see what I'm doing in Liberia. See how I'm going to change the trajectory of justice, order, discipline, and accountability in our country. With all of y'all behind me, and with me leading this forefront, nothing is impossible. I am the anointed. I am the God sent. I am Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson, the supreme leader of the West African Republic of Liberia. If you believe that, send me your cash. If you believe that, send me your money. Let me change our country. You will know exactly how much I'm getting every month. You will know exactly what I'm doing with that money every month. Because my thing is no secret to the internet. You can hear it, you can see it, you can know it. And it will be done. Because I can't take people's money in America without reporting it. This is not Liberia. I tell you, send me money, I will not put it on my taxes. No. All that money you're sending me going to the Bamboo Bridge Corporation. And that the corporation will change things in Liberia through my leadership and direction. And if you all trust me, if you all trust my honesty and sincerity, if you all trust my abilities to transform our nation with my people that I will bring with me, Liberian people of every tribal group I will bring with me, and will transform Liberia. Will be Congo country order that will transform Liberia. Because sticks and stones can break my bones, but words have no place in my dictionary of progress and advancement. The time of the Liberian people is now. Trust Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson. Have your confidence reposed in me as never before. And give me your money. Trust me with your money. Let's raise $1 million. Let's raise $2 million. I'm not talking about chicken fee. If y'all give me chicken fee, I will just leave it in the bank and don't do nothing but it. I need millions of dollars for y'all. With my efforts and my money too, will change our country. Will change our legal system. Will set up things for the diaspora in Liberia that will not be owned by the Liberian government. They will not be able to touch us. Will be Diaspora Liberian Association. And from those organizations, we build the opportunities to employ foreigners and Liberian teachers, architects, builders, plumbers, the best teachers in the world to teach our people through a viable vocational institutional training institute. It's not impossible. We build a vocational institute, we build a home economic institute, and our society will learn how to cook, bake, sew, everything. Every man and woman in Liberia will be subjected to home economics. Every man and woman in Liberia will be able to cook for yourself, will be able to grow your greens in your backyard and cook it into delicious, sumptuous meal that you can sell, you can eat yourself. Nothing is impossible. Our little girls can be baking their cookies, their cakes, their candies to sell in schools. We share the cafeteria with our Liberian business students. All those students in the business can have shelves for their candy and things to be sold in every school. And the cafeteria staff will support it and promote it. This is how we build our country. This is how we build a wholesome, functioning society. But there are too many liars and rogues and deceitful people in Liberia today. Look at that white woman, Marie Lykin, still walking around Liberia after selling 550 children abroad. And those mothers can't regain their children, can't get their children back. They sentenced the woman for 20 years, and the government of Liberia is still doing business with this woman. Still got her taking people money for susu. Still got her operating fully and functioning in the Liberian society. After 550 Liberian children cannot be accounted for today. And the Liberian government is a criminal institution with this woman. Same thing with St. Moses and his funeral home. Our government is a criminal institution participating in criminal activities with foreigners, African and international. What hope do we have in our country? What hopes do we have in our leadership? What hopes do we have in getting the truth in our communities and standing up strong to free our people? Our people in Liberia need an infusion of diaspora Liberian education alongside Liberian education in Liberia. That will help to enlighten our people faster. That will help to enlighten our people to the extent that they will rise up by themselves and be able to speak out and change our democratic landscape. We need to get involved in our society, not as individuals, but as a massive institution in our country. We need to get together in America and live alongside with our people in Liberia and ensuring that Americans and Liberians live hand in hand to each other, Liberian Americans especially, and African Americans. We share a common bond with developing Liberian too and Liberian lifestyles. Our country can develop overnight if our diaspora people have a full impact in our country with a sensible and sound leadership and direction, no fussing, no argument. We know from where we're standing. We got one leadership, no 3-4 voices, and that leadership controls the money. Y'all trust me? We can change Liberia forever. And diaspora Liberians will come home to good paying jobs in Liberia, not paid by the Liberian government, but a diaspora organization. We got to change our lifestyles. We got to change our directions. We got to change the possibilities of things that are available to us in this lifetime for our own upliftment, successes, and achievements. Follow Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson. Send me your money. I need your money to free Liberia as one people and one nation. Aluta! Continua. My class is done. Young children, our country not going nowhere. Our leaders are chronically corrupt. Our churches are liars and deceitful people. Our influential leaders have lost their bearings. They don't know who they are today. So we got ignoramuses, high school dropouts, and little grown-up boys running our nation as a wholesome, functioning society. Can you believe that? How can we ever be a wholesome, functioning society when the people leading us are from the slums? The time of the Liberian people is now. The time of my Liberian people is now. Do you trust the Attorney Commander, Galpohkpa Chesson? Put your money where your mouths are and let's change the direction, trajectory, position of our country today and forever. Have a good day.
Hello, and welcome to the Pepper Bird Magazine. Did you know that the Pepper Bird Magazine has been in existence for over 25 years, and we're still going strong? I invite you to take an ad on our internet magazine, which is very, very useful during COVID days. So please, give us a call. We'll come and have a quick chat with you and video you and your business. Look at the number below.
Sounds right.